Hi guys, Randall. Welcome back to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing a full run through of Valerian the Alpha missions. I was asked to do a run through of this one just so you guys know what it's all about. It's a little bit of a different game, so I'm happy to show you how it's played. Join me at the table and let's play Valerian. Alright guys, I have the game ready to go, but there's still a little bit of setup. I wanted to do it with you so that you understand how to set up the game. You can play in different difficulties. Today we're going to be playing in the Novice difficulty, which is the easiest because it'll keep the game a little shorter. That way the video will be a little shorter and it'll still give you the feel of what the game plays like. But I do recommend you up the difficulty if you feel that the game is too easy for you. So we're going to be playing a two-player game. This is a co-op game. You're supposed to play with more than one player. It's not a solo game, but because it's a co-op, and all the information is open, it's really easy to play. You just have to control two characters. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be controlling Valerian and Lauralee, the girl. And they start here in the airlock, which is a level 0 tile, which you'll understand later. So let's see, what else do I have? Up here we have all of our decks and tokens that we need. Those are our tracking beacons, which are things that are bad. Nemesis, bad. Missions deck, which is the missions that we need to complete in order to progress on this track, and aliens, which are bad, they're monsters. The way we win is we need to get all the way, actually I'm going to put this backwards, all the way to 20 with our green marker, the good guys, before the bad guys get to 20. The bad guys get to 20 before we get to 20, we lose the game. If we get to 20, then on top of that, we also have to return back to the airlock in order to win. So that's kind of how it is. Now we start the game with some gear. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the gear deck. And everybody starts with 2. So he got a breacher armor, and I'll show them to you in a minute, and an autogun, and that's going to be Valerian's side. And then the girl got a drone, and she got a hacking chip. And the rest of these cards are out of the game, so you can see that you can have different gears, which will give you a different power right at the beginning of the game. Although you do have to power them up, you'll understand that as well. So that's what we get. And then of course we get our player standees, which I'm laying down so it's easier to see from up there. And everybody gets a set of dice. So player, the Valerian, who is a yellow player, gets the yellow dice, and then the girl gets these nice, cute, light blue. Alright, so the other thing we have to do is we have to populate the board. And the way we do that, well, first let's shuffle all these things. The Nemesis deck, everything needs to be shuffled. Setup is not that hard. It's pretty quick. All you have to do is shuffle a bunch of things. I think the hardest part is the one that we're going to do after I'm done shuffling. And it's very similar to like a pandemic setup where you have to flip cards and populate. Oh, also, we start with one mission each. So I'm going to give everybody a mission. And again, I'm going to show you that as soon as we start playing. I'll show you those up close. And I'll explain a little bit of how we complete missions and stuff. Alright, so we've done it. Okay, so now we're going to use the Nemesis deck to populate the board. And we're going to first flip 5 of these cards, and you'll notice that at the top of the card they have these coordinates. We're going to ignore the rest of the card. All we're looking for are those coordinates, and we're going to populate the board with level 3 tiles. So our first level 3 tile which is here, and let's shuffle those as well. It's going to go on B4. So there's the B, and the 4 is down there, so we're going to put in a face down tile here. I'm going to do that 5 times. So next up is C5. So right there is 2. 3 is C6, right here. 4 is G3, right here. And the last one is going to be B6. Should be here. And we're not going to need these anymore, so again you have a little bit of variability as far as where what tiles come out in each game. Now we're gonna do the same with the level 2s. Now with level 2s, we're gonna flip 10 cards, and there are 10 level 2 tiles, so we're going to be using all of them in every game. So there's A4, which is here, E6, A6, D3, here, F2, B3, and G5, just speeding things up a bit, G5, B2, here, two more, B1, and E1. Okay, and then we take everything that we used and we shuffle it back in. And with that, we've completed setup. We're gonna leave the level 1 tiles out there because all those empty spaces might be filled up with level 1 tiles. What's gonna happen is when we start moving, if we move into a spot that has no tiles, we draw one from the level 1. So that's it. So what can you do on your turn? Let me show you. There's a nice player aid that we can follow, and we're gonna roll to see who starts. Whoever rolls the biggest amount, largest number, is gonna go first. So the girl's gonna go first because she rolled a 2. All right, so let me show you the turn sequence, and also let me show you what Laura Lee is all about. Okay, so here's our turn sequence. The first thing we're gonna do is the tracking phase. If you have enemies chasing you, they gain tracking points, but we right now don't have any monsters chasing us, any enemies chasing us, because we just started the game. So we go to the action phase, number 2. We're gonna roll 3 dice and then use them for actions, which I'm gonna show you what the actions are on the other side of the card. Then after we finish our actions, we're gonna go to the Nemesis phase. We're gonna reveal the top card of the Nemesis deck, and we're gonna place a tracking beacon on the card's coordinates. However, if all the tracking beacons are already used, then the Nemesis card is ours, and it'll be an enemy or an event, an enemy chasing us, or an event that's gonna not be a happy event, of course. And then turn and pass the turn to the player on your left. What are the actions that we can take on our turn? The first one that you can do is you can move. You may move up to a number of tiles equal to the number on the die, so however many pips are on the die that you use for this action. But you have to stop when you move to a tile that wasn't face up when you enter it. So whenever you reveal a tile, which at the beginning of the game all the tiles need to be revealed, or when you place a new tile and reveal it, which will be the level 1 tiles. The next thing we can do is collect energy cubes. So the energy cubes are going to help us with our gear. Put any number of energy cubes in your current tile onto any of your gear cards. You do have to assign them. Some of the gears are going to ask us to discard cubes in order to use them. Some of them you can just have, as long as you have the cubes there, the gear is passive and will have a power. And again, I'll show you those gears that we have this game in a minute. And then the last thing we can do is an attack. And we can attack enemies that are chasing us, or a teammate, as long as that teammate is in a straight line, uninterrupted straight line, we can help them out. You want to do that because remember, at the beginning of your turn, if there's enemies chasing you or your teammate, if it's your teammate's turn, they're gonna get points and score on that score track. But that's it, that's the actions, and you'll understand them better as we play. Let's go do it. Before we start moving along on the board, I wanted to show you what Laura Lee has to do as her first mission. Whenever you complete a mission, you're going to draw another one. And the mission here at the bottom tells you how much you get to move on the score track. Of course, that can be affected, and I'll show you that in a minute. So, Meet Underground Contact Mission. It's a level 2 mission, which means we're going to get 2 points. And it says this mission is worth +2 mission points if completed in Paradise Alley. So if I'm able to find Paradise Alley and complete it there, instead of 2 points, I will be getting 4. So that's one way that you can kind of change the amount of points you get per mission. So that's our mission. We're going to try to find Paradise Alley, which I believe is a level 2. Usually if the mission is level 2, it wants to go to a level 2 place. And then let's check out this gear and see if it's worth powering up. So this is a drone. You can spend an action and discard an energy cube from this card to look at any face down tile. That might help us get to Paradise Alley, right? But we will have to use actions. And then we also have a hacking chip, Once per turn, you may spend an action to have any player discard their current mission and draw a new one. And this one doesn't take discarding the cube. This is a passive one, but we do have to spend an action in order for someone to draw a new mission card. That's our gear. All right, so let's go. Laura Lee is on a quest to find Paradise Alley. However, she's just starting, and definitely level 1 tiles are easier to handle than level 2, but she's brave and she's going for it. So there's a level 2 tile right here. So the first thing you do is we're going to roll, because that's going to determine what kind of how much we move, and it also determines the amount of actions that we have, which is usually 3, but you can do less. You'll understand that in a minute. Okay, so we get a 4, a 3, and a 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the 1 as a move action, and so that means that I can move up to 1 tile away, and that's all I need. I'm going to need move over here. I'm going to reveal this, and it's not Paradise Alley, it's the ducks. But you know, and I've used this action, so I'm going to put it over here. A couple of things happen when you get to a new tile. The first thing is we get energy cubes. So however many energy cubes are here, we're going to place energy cubes on the tile, and as an action we can pick up as many energy cubes as there are on the tile using any number on the dice. So even if we have a 1 and there's 3 energy cubes here on the tile, we get to pick them all up. And then this is the encounter numbers. What we're going to do is we're going to reveal 2 cards from the aliens deck, and we're going to keep any aliens that are level 2 or less. So if we get any level 3s, they're discarded, but any 2s or 1s are going to start chasing us. So let's see. We get a level 2, so yes, that's going to chase us. And we also get a level 1. So now Laura Lee has 2 enemies that are chasing her. And let's see. So this is a Bromosaur, and it's a level 1 monster, but he has an ability. When the enemy starts chasing you, discard your mission card and draw another one. You have to do that. And the strength of this enemy is 7, so we can use as many dice as we want. We need to get up to a 7 to defeat this monster. And then this enemy ship is a level 2, and when this enemy is destroyed, you gain 1 energy cube. It only takes 4 strength to destroy, so a little bit easier to destroy. So I guess we're not going to Paradise Alley after all, because we have to discard our mission, which I'll put up here. I don't think we can see it, but I don't think we're going to go through the whole deck. And we're going to get a level 1 mission. So it means we need to be at a level 1 tile in order to complete it. So we can't complete it here. And then this mission is worth +1 mission points if completed in mission control. So instead of Paradise Alley, now we're looking for mission control. Okay, so that happened, and now I have 2 friends, and I have a 7, so I can destroy this guy. Also, before I forget, let's put an energy cube here. But if I do destroy this guy, I'm going to be out of actions because I'll have to use both of my dice. But I think it's well worth it because I don't know if I'm going to roll high again. So for my second and last action, I'm going to use my 2 dice to attack and get rid of this alien, which means that if Valerian doesn't help me, when it comes back to my turn, the tracker is going to go up 2 because this guy is level 2. But I think Valerian might be able to help me. He's just a 4, so I think that's easier to hit with your dice. So that's the end of the actions. She's done all her actions. Now we're going to go to the Nemesis turn, or the Nemesis phase, where we reveal a Nemesis card. And again, we're just looking at those coordinates. So this is E2. We're going to take one of these tracking beacons and we're going to place it on E2. It doesn't matter if there is no tile here. What matters is that when we run out of those, we start getting the worst monsters in the game, the hardest, strongest monsters in the game. So we want to pick these up, and the way you pick these up is you have to end your movement in a tile that has a beacon. You can, let's say, use your first action and then your movement here, and then use another die to continue moving, or to use another move action and move somewhere else. You have to end your movement in this tile or in this spot. And again, when we get here, we're going to reveal one of the level 1 tiles. All right, so with that done, it is Valerian's turn. So he's going to roll, but before he does, let me show you his mission and let me show you his gear. So his mission is pretty straightforward. He just needs to be on a level 2 tile, and it's worth 2 points. There's no special, you get more points if you do this or that. And as far as gear, he has an Autogon, which takes 1 energy cube, add +3 to your attacks against enemies you drew this turn. Okay, so only if he drew them this turn. And of course, we got to power that up. And he has a Breacher armor. Whenever you move, you may discard 2 energy from this card. If you do, you do not have to stop moving when you discover a new tile. So this one I like a lot. So this one we might take some time filling up. So let's go ahead and roll and see what he gets. All right, so he has a 5, a 3, and a 3. Good. All right, so I think the first thing he is going to do is be a good friend and help help the girl out, because if he doesn't kill this monster again, we're going to move up the score track. The monsters are going to move up the enemies. So he's going to spend the 5 because you have to beat the 4. So the 3s wouldn't work unless I use both of them, which I don't want to do. So, and we're going to defeat this enemy. And it's as simple as that. There's not much else to do. Now, there is, that monster had an ability that when he gets destroyed, you get an energy cube. And that happens to the person that is being chased. So she gets the energy cube. So where do I want to put it? You may have any player. I think you can spend an action and discard an energy cube from this card to look at any face down tile. I think I like her drone better. We can kind of figure out where tiles are and reveal them. So we just actually not reveal them, just look at them. Look at any face down tile. All right, and now he has 2 more dice that he can use. So what he's going to do is he's going to use 1 to move. He'll use the 3 to move, and he can move up to 3. He's just going to move 1 right here. And then for his last action, he's going to use a die to complete a mission because he is at a level 2 tile, which is all that is required, and nobody is chasing him. So in order to complete a mission, you need to meet 2 requirements. You have to be in the level of the mission, and you cannot have anyone chasing you. So he meets both requirements, so this mission is done. We are going to go up to putting us at 9. We also have to put a mission completed token there. And why do we do that? We do that because if anyone else completes a mission in this same tile, you get a penalty of -1 point. So if somebody else would have completed that, and then you put another one, and you can continue to get that penalty. So this mission would have only given us 1 point if there was a mission completed token already there, but there wasn't. I was the first one to complete a mission there. And we are together, but we don't need to be on top of each other, do we? Okay. And with that, he's finished his turn. So we're going to go to the Nemesis. We're going to get another tracking beacon. And this one is on B3. So up there. Okay. Now that's it. It goes pretty fast once you understand the mechanics of it. So we are looking for a level 1, and I would also love to get that tracking beacon. So we can either go up or we can go down. I think Laura Lee is going to try and attempt to get to the beacon. Let's see what she rolls though. No one's chasing her, so we don't have to account for that at the beginning of the turn. Just go straight to actions. Okay, she rolled nice. I think I'm going to use the lowest number, the 4, to move because I have to stop regardless. And I'm going to move over here, which means I'm going to get a level 1 tile, and I'm going to reveal it, place it here. And then this time we get an energy cube, and we're going to reveal an alien. And this is number 1, so that guy is number 2, so he does not follow us. He's too good for us. So we can continue. So I'm going to use a 5 to move, and I'm going to move down here. And we're going to put an energy cube, but this tile, luckily, doesn't have any enemies. So I just get to move over here freely. And because I ended my movement there, I get to get rid of this tracking beacon, because if you're not, it's kind of like pandemic, if you're not keeping that on check, you're going to run out of beacons real quick because it's a pretty big map. I guess if you have more players, it's a little easier. I haven't really tried. I've only played with 2 players. And then for her last action, she can complete a mission, but I think what she's going to do is she's going to collect this cube right here and put it there, because I do like that ability of being able to see the tiles and see what's out there. And with that, she's finished. So we're going to go ahead and reveal another one, and this one is G5. So the beacon that she picked up gets placed on G5, which is why here, right? Yeah, the grid is, for somebody blind like me, hard to tell sometimes. Okay, so Lauralee is done. Let's go back to Valerian. Oh, we forgot to give him a mission. He gets a level 1 mission, map the area. All right, since there's no requirements, nothing special about it, I think we're going to try to go up there and get that other tracking beacon since it's close by. Okay, again, there's no one chasing us, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm sure they'll start chasing us soon. All right, so same deal. We're going to use the 3, the lowest number, to move about. We're going to go up here. And we are going to put an energy cube. And we are going to go ahead and just use the number 4 to complete this mission. Why not? It's going to give us 1 point. And we're going to get another one, which is a level 3. It has some stuff, so I'm going to show it to you in a minute. We're going to put a mission completed here, and we're going to move up 1, making our way halfway there. And let me show you the mission, and then we'll do our last movement, which you know where I'm going. Hopefully I don't get anybody chasing me. Should have probably left some stuff, but it's okay. We'll see what happens. All right, so Valerian is on a mission to take out the soldiers. It's a level 3 mission, so he needs to be on a tile that's level 3. Plus, this mission is worth 3 points extra if it's completed in the throne room. So now we have to find the throne room. I'm hoping Lauralee's gear might help with that. We can start looking at level 3 tiles. For his last action, he's going to do it. He's going to move. I don't know. I'm afraid that he'll get chased, but then we're going to do it. We're going to move over here, which means we're getting rid of the tracking beacon, and we're definitely getting chased. Okay, so we found Paradise Alley. There it was the whole time, but now, of course, we don't need it anymore. This is no energy cubes here, but we are going to reveal 3 cards, and anything that's level 2 or less is going to chase us. There's one, and there's another one, and another one. So we have 3 beautiful friends chasing us, and well, Lauralee has a lot of killing to do, and these are tough. Now, this one has an ability. It says when this enemy is destroyed, you get an energy cube. So there's that. All right, we are finished with his turn, so let's go to the Nemesis and place the tracking beacon we just picked up on B2. Right here, though, that's a good thing. Okay, so nobody's chasing her, so we can go to actions. All right, so we have to help. The problem is she's far away. She's not in a straight line to Valerian, so if she wants to help, she's going to have to move, at least over here. She has a level 1 mission, so I guess she wants to, but of course there's a mission completed token here. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to complete the mission first. We do all of that. We have a 6, so if we kind of leave the 6 for this guy, we can't get a 7, so we're going to, and that's a 4. I think we're better off getting rid of the 4 because that's 2 points. So I think we're going to first complete the mission using any die. So we're going to complete our level 1. Oh, wait, we need to go to mission port. Well, mission. We get 1 more extra point if we finish at mission control. Is there a mission control? Yeah, there is. Oh, man. Oh, but we will lose so many points. If I move here with 1, complete the mission, and then move, I won't get to him. But we will get 2 points here, and we're almost there. So I think, yeah, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. I probably shouldn't have gone there just to get rid of a tracking beacon, but I did. All right, so we're going to move with a 3. We're gonna come up here. Now we're going to complete a mission, which is going to be worth 1 extra point, so 2. And because we are on mission control, and then we get a 2. This mission is worth plus 2 points if completed in the hangar. Okay, I don't see a hangar, do I? No, I don't. And then for our last, we need to use an action. You can spend an action and discard an energy cube from this card to look at any face down tile. We're looking for the hangar level 2 and the throne room level 3. So I'm going to go ahead and use my last action with the 6, believe it or not, to take a look at this one. And that is the throne room, guys. So that is perfect. That's where Valerian needs to go. Okay, so she's done with all her actions. So more tracking beacons. This one is on B1. At least they're kind of together, which is a good thing. If they're spread apart, it's a lot harder to get to them. So Valerian, it's his turn, and finally you're going to see what happens when we have monsters chasing us at the beginning of the turn. It's pretty easy. All you do is you count the levels, and that's how many points they go up. So 2, 4, 5. So they're right here at 5. They have started moving up. Okay, and that's really all they do. They just go up on the score track. Of course, if we keep them there, they're going to continue to go up. So let's see if we can get rid of some of them. All right, well, I didn't do that great, but I'm going to use my 4 to attack the strength 4 one because he does give me an energy cube when I destroy him, and that's 2 points that I won't be uh, losing next turn. Now, I said I like this one, so I will go ahead and assign it. You have to assign it right away. You can't just change your mind later and say, oh no, I'm going to use my autogon. So that was that. And then I have 2 more things I can do. I'm going to go ahead and use the 1. This is dangerous to move to because I can get more stuff chasing me. And I might, but I did get rid of that. There are 2 energy cubes here, so that's good. And then 2 aliens. That one's chasing me. And that was also chasing me. So look at that, all that stuff. Now this one has a power. It says when this enemy is destroyed, you gain an energy cube. So okay, all right, and that's it for him. No, he has one more action. So you know what? I think is there anything I can destroy with this? No, there isn't. So I'm just gonna pick up the 2 cubes, power that up, and since that one I don't need to discard. Oh yeah, I do have to. When you move, you may discard 2 energy from this card. If you do, you don't have to stop. So I'm going to power it up more. I'm not going to care about my autogun. All right, now we're done. So now Nemesis E1. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And now we're back over here. No one's chasing her. We still need to find the hanger for her. But she also needs to come help. How did she do? All right. So think this time she's going to go help. She's going to use her 4 to move. 1, 2, 3. And if you move through tiles that have already been revealed, you completely ignore their icons. You don't have to spawn more monsters. So no monsters spawning from here. Now I'm on a straight line from Valerian, so now I can help. Of course, my dice are not that great, but I do have up to 6 that I can do. Don't have a 7, so but I do have. I can destroy this guy. You cannot destroy, like, I know I have a 6, but you can't do like 2, well, 3 plus 4 is 7. But if that was just 6, I couldn't destroy 2 monsters. I can only destroy 1 monster with an action. So that 6 is going to go to the lowest guy, believe it or not, because that's an extra point that I'll be getting rid of. So, and that used both of my dice. And now we go to the Nemesis, and it's F7, and we're running out of these already. Even though, I'm being chased because I tried to keep those down. And I should say, with less players, you get less tracking. I mean, with more players, you get less tracking beacons. So it's actually even more dangerous. Easier to get those Nemesis and event cards going because you only look at the events and the Nemesis when you run out of tracking beacons. If not, you're just looking at the coordinates. All right, but she's done. We got the Nemesis. So now let's go to Valerian, who is being chased. So this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are coming. Okay, and then let's roll for him. I think I completed a mission here, and I forgot to put a mission completed token. So let's do that. All right, he rolled. All right. Let's see. 5 plus 2 is 7. So I think we're definitely getting rid of this big guy. And he should have gotten an energy cube when that guy was destroyed. So put that there. I don't think I did that. And then we have a 4 and a 6, and we have a 5. I think maybe we'll just spend our time getting rid of monsters this time. That's that. That's the last of his actions. So B5. B5 is right here. Okay, we did it. So she is not being chased. All right, what do we get? Okay, so I think we're gonna use 6 to attack this last guy and get rid of him. And then with the 2, Lurley is going to go pick up a tracking beacon because we're running out of them. And he is definitely going to get chased, which is going to be bad. All right, so no energy cubes. That's another Paradise Alley. And chased, chased, and chased. Wow, 3 number 3s. This is going to be great. All right, this one has an ability. When this is destroyed, you can destroy an enemy with 5 or less strength chasing you, which would be that guy. So you know what? Let me put them together. All I need is a 6. All right. And with that, she is finished. So the Dragon Beacon we just picked up is going to go in F5. At least we haven't run out of them, but we might run out of them soon because, well, she's got a bunch of people chasing her. So, all right, and we need to complete these missions. She is at our level 2. Of course, she's looking for the hangar, but we know the throne room is here, so let's see what we can do. Okay, well, he didn't roll that great. I wanted to at least get rid of one. I I know if I get rid of this guy, this one will go. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do 4 and 2, 6. And these 2 guys are gonna go because when this guy is destroyed with a 6, he destroys another one. So at least we can do that. And then with my 4, I can't help Lorelei anymore. So I'm going to move to the throne room, which means I'm going to get chased, which means a lot of things are going to happen. Game is not going as easy as some of my other games have gone, let me tell you. So we get 3 energy cubes here, and 4 guys, level 3, are going to chase us. So chase, chase, chased, and chased, of course. Alrighty. Wow. Throne room is a dangerous place. And I only have one more action. Now, I cannot complete a mission because people are chasing me. Things are chasing me. So I'm going to go ahead and attack one of these guys. He'll have to be the level 3 strength. Oh, wait, before I do that, this one says you can't move while this enemy is chasing you. This one says when this enemy starts chasing you, you discard your mission. Oh no, I'm drawing a new one. I was at the throne room. Okay. Well, now we're back to a level 1. And this one says when this is destroyed, you can destroy an enemy with 5 or less strength chasing you. But he's a strength 6. So we're going to go for this one with my last action. And good thing is Lorelei is in a straight line. He is done, so C1 gets a tracking beacon. Now there are no more tracking beacons, so we get this level 0 monster with strength 7. The other enemies following you gain +1 level. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely not going well. All right, maybe I've taken too many risks. And I took it because there's no more tracking beacons left. Lorelei is getting chased, so this is going to go up 3. All right. And oh, wow, she rolled like a champ. Okay, let's do it. We need a 7 though. Oh man. So I think we have to destroy the big guy because he is powering up everybody. And then with the 5, we'll have to destroy this one. I think this cleanup duty is not helping our case here. All right, and that's it. So again, no tracking beacons. So D2, actually, I keep it. Oh, wow. Okay. And no special. So now we go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about to lose. How about that? Okay. And let's roll. Okay, so I know if I get a 6, but there's nothing that's 6 or less. So that's not good. But I do have a 6, so I will use that to destroy this one. And then I can just destroy the last one, or I can get hers. And I think it's better to get hers. So 5 plus 3 is 8. We are just destroying and getting them back. I don't know that I'm doing the best I can be doing with my turn. I still have no dragon beacons left. So this guy, who says Discard the top card of the Nemesis deck, move to that card's space. If there is no tile there, place a level 3 tile there and resolve its icons. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to move to G6. He has just been transported to G6, and we are going to reveal a level 3 and resolve its icons. Oh, wow. And I keep it. I also keep it. So I'm bringing one back from the box, and it's another throne room. Oh, wow. Okay. So 3 energy cubes, but also 4 monsters chasing me. And they're all going to chase me because they're all level 3 and below. I do think we have lost this one, guys. I don't think there's any way of getting uh, this game going. We've only completed. I mean, we're only 4 points away, but oof, even if we complete this two, we're only gonna get 3 points. But let's try it. So there's a monster chasing me. So 1, 2, 3, and now we roll. Okay, we're going to complete a mission. Oh, no, we can't. We have to first kill the monster. So let's. Oh, this is strength 8. Oh my goodness. 4, 3, 7. So we need all of them just to get rid of it. And so now I'm out of actions. So I can't complete my mission. I'm getting a brand new monster. 9 strength. Okay, well, you know what, guys? It's okay. We tried. So now we did that. So we go back to Valerian, and he's getting this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So actually, wrong one. So we've lost the game at novice level. Oh my goodness, how embarrassing. Well, it happens. I think I think my problem was taking those risks, like trying to get those tracking beacons back, and with that, just revealing more monsters, and then I was a monster cleanup duty. So don't do what I just did, but this will give you an idea of how the game plays. It's a pretty fast game. Uh, I like it because it's a little different from other games. You're doing things that you don't usually do in other games, so that I enjoy. And some of the gears are great. Some of the gears I don't think they're worth investing in, but that's the full run through of Valerian. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, guys, there you have it. That was a full run through of Valerian, the alpha missions. Didn't go as I planned. It's funny because I was uh, talking to one of you guys, one of you viewers, and I was telling him how I thought that in novice difficulty the game was too easy. I kept winning, and then today in front of you guys, I was destroyed by the game. So I'm glad. I think that shows that the game can be hard and can be a little bit of a challenge. So you have to be careful with the decisions that you make. There's also a little bit of luck involved, obviously, because you're rolling, but you still need to be careful how much risks you take in the game. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Meeple Village and to follow us. You know where? Twitter, Instagram, we are there. We're always sharing pictures, sharing comments, sharing because, this is a community of gamers and we want to be involved with you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. But until then, may you play more games. Go on, move on.